Welcome back to the Newbie Railroad. I'm going to do a quick run here while I introduce the topic. See if diesel can back up. Diesel's going to bring a load of coal over for the steamer. So while I'm doing that, so this is my 5th episode. I'm making good progress. As you'll see in this episode, I got some of the DCC switches programmed. DCC switches are ones that have a DCC controller built into the switch, just like the loco does, so they can be programmed. And this loco wants to get stuck on these points. Not sure why. See if it goes now. There she goes. I'm not sure why she gets stuck on those points. I'll have to look at that closer. So I'm going to bring her around. Let me pause it here. And I'm starting to put a hill in over there, which hopefully next time I'll have that, put plaster cloth and some paint on that so it looks like a hill instead of a pile of pink insulation foam. And I got some other things in line I'm working on, so we'll just see which things are next and work from there. So enjoy. So I've got a working layout now. I've got a few things left. This one piece here in the foreground that's lying there, there's a switch that only half of it has got power, so I'm going to have to check to see why. But here we've got take the train out, going out here. With all the happy tourists in it. And I've got some of these set up automatically now. Like this first switch is one that I can control remotely. When they first get turned on, they diverge. So you can see I haven't switched it. So it's going to change lanes, and then it's going to try to change lanes back. But let me stop it at this point. Back up a little bit. That line is not completed because I'm waiting for the piece of equipment I need in order to have a return route there. So that's why, let me move the camera here so you can maybe see that. That's why that right there is not connected. So there will be eventually, then in a reversing loop, the tourist train can make this trip around the reversing loop. But in the meantime, so the way you do the switches, I programmed them according to the piece of paper that comes with the switch. So if you buy a DCC switch from Bachmann, or a Bachmann one, I got it from modeltrainstuff.com. It comes with pretty complete instructions. Tells you how to do it. So when you want to switch it, like I do for this one now, first you do is you press the 9 key, which is the one that's reserved for switches, then the function key, and the light will start to blink, and then the number for the switch. And I programmed that switch there to be number 2, so I push 2. Perhaps you heard it, switch. So now I'm going to press the function key again to turn off the function, go back to number 2, which is also the number for the train, put the train into forward, and now, with luck, what should happen is the train should move forward and it should go straight on that turnout, or crossover. That's actually a crossover. I have two crossovers. That's a number 6 crossover there, and the train is going to go right on past it. And it's now on the outside loop, which I think is set, except I will need to, while it's running, I need to switch the other crossover. So that when she gets around, she'll go straight and not derail. Let's go ahead and turn it up. That's about 40% right there for that particular loco. And it's pulling one. I have another passenger excursion car, which I haven't unboxed yet. So now it'll come around, and it should go straight on that crossover. And I'm going to stop the train, reverse that crossover, back up, and now I should be able to back up to where we started. So, terrific. Now we're going to back up to the passenger depot. Well, okay, I got that one set. I got that one set. That one, like I said, when they first turn on, they default to diverge. So that one there diverged. So if I want to put the train in the right place, I'm going to go forward. Stop. Throw that switch. And now I can back up. And hopefully, she'll now go in front of the passenger depot. All right. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but the passenger depot now has a couple of little outhouses. I put one on that side and one over there on that side. I mentioned earlier I'm going to be adding, of course, scenery and figures and things to the track over time. And one of the things I wanted to do was add a herd of something. So first thing I got in was some bison. I had a hard time finding HO scale bison that were in stock anyplace, but I managed to get, these came from a company called Action Toys, actiontoys.com, out of Billings, Montana. And they had quite a selection of things, and these little bison come in a bag. You get 5 in a bag for $3. So, and their service was really fast. They're pre-painted. They are rubber, so they're flexible. So, you know, they're probably not highly realistic, but they don't look too bad, I don't think, and they sure can't argue with the price. So I'll probably, I'm going to be building a hill and some prairie over on the other side of the track, and then I was thinking maybe I'll paint like a dust bath, you know, a mud wallow kind of thing maybe glue one of the bison down so it looks like it's rolling in the dirt. Make the herd look like it's moving. So I just thought I'd share that. So I recommend that company if you want to look for small figures. They have different scales and things, but the HO is so I've forgotten now, 187th? I think it's 187th scale. So you can find them there. Let's have an unboxing. This is a grain elevator from Osborne Models, which I've been using Osborne Models, and this is going to. I'm expecting this to be much more complex than the little depot that I previously assembled. But I did want a grain elevator for my layout, and let's see. This is going to have to be untaped here to get the box open. Let's see what's in here. Okay, look at all the good stuff. All right, that's everything. So it comes in a cardboard box, and there's not really any packing. Let's start with the instructions. Okay, let's see if I can get this in the shot here. Grain elevator, an HO scale, CP 60,000 bushel elevator. This kit requires a 12 by 12 area. Okay. And if we look at what's in the instructions, basically we've got diagrams and they're numbered, step 1, 2, 3, 4, showing basically the order that you assemble things in, lots and lots of parts, and lots and lots of things. Painting and placement of windows. Gently scrape away the burning left over from the laser cutting, or you may leave them the way they are to allow for that worn-out appearance. Windows should be painted white. All windows are inserted into the wall from behind. The windows will be an exact fit, but you may need to remove any paint that may have gotten onto the edge of the frame. The glass for the windows is then applied. So they basically are telling me, you know, like what colors to use. This has got basically, you know, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of instructions. There's a parts list, a very detailed parts list at the back. Let's see, we suggest using Delta acrylic paints. The following, you need maroon, white, hippo gray, and black. Elmer's aluminum paint pen, whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. Tools required: a sharp hobby knife, CA or white glue, paintbrushes, masking tape, clamps. Note, a selection of different decals are available for this kit. Please see our website. So maybe there's a way you could print out the decals. I would assume that's what that's telling me, which is kind of cool. The one on the box says Alberta Wheat Pool, Danville Farmers Co-op. I'm not sure I'd put Alberta on it because I wasn't intending to model a Canadian railroad, but if they have different selection, then maybe I could do it. So, other than the fact that I don't know what an Elmer's aluminum paint pen is, I'll have to find that. I can search for that, I guess. I probably need to pick up a couple of colors that I don't have. I don't think I have any white hobby paint. I think I have black, I have gray. I probably have something that will solve for maroon, but I could look for that. So let's just take a look here then at what else is in here. So we've got, again, laser cut wood pieces with the with the siding basically already drawn on them. There's one, this looks like a wall or a roof probably, same thing here, again, a very large expanse, more pieces, there's lots and lots and lots of pieces. So this is going to take quite a bit longer than that little depot that I put together, because this is a much larger structure. In fact, it has, I'm pretty sure it's got like an external building. So here we've got a smaller building. If I look at the diagram, it looks like there's this big, the big grain elevator, and then there's a smaller structure back here with a feeder or something going to it. So I don't even know how a grain elevator works. I'll have to learn something about that. There's a side. This is the side of the elevator. Get the whole thing in the shot. Way back here. Yeah, so that's how big the grain elevator itself, the main structure, is going to be. If I go over here, I set it compared to my loco. Let's see if I can get this in the shot here for you. There. There's the side of the building compared to the size of the locomotive, or in the background there you can see the depot that I already put together. So let's see, we've got some other pieces. Here's a whole bunch of little tiny windows that are partially punched out. I don't know if that's intentional. Not sure. More pieces. This looks like there's more opportunity for creativity in here, which I definitely lack. So here's a little piece of aluminum tubing, which is probably what they wanted the aluminum product for. Not sure where the aluminum tubing goes, but that's it there. So yeah, the little boxes that were in the windows, I guess they want those punched out because they're just falling out. So there's that, an Osborne grain elevator.